Hello, this is how to find your Cosmetology Barbering team site, either through a web browser or through the desktop application. We're going to start with the web browser because you can do that from any computer. So you want to go to your email, and what you're going to do from your email is you can navigate to all the Microsoft apps. So here we go. And then right here is Teams. If you don't see it immediately, you can click on All Apps to find it, but it's one of the defaults, so it should appear there. So this will open up in your web browser. You know you're in the browser because you can see it highlighted in your tray table down here. It's got that white square around it. This layout is identical to what you'll see on the desktop. Now, when you first come to Teams the first time, it's going to show you all your teams. Once you choose one, it's going to just bring you back to where you were last time. So each team is a collection of Microsoft applications. You always have a general channel, that's what they're called. This is a default channel for all teams, and it's going to have the same layout, and it's the same kind of layout you can recreate in any other channels that you develop, because you can add new channels. If you don't see this team as an option when you first join on to your teams, it's because you just haven't been invited yet. You can just ask for someone to send you the invitation and it'll show up. First, you have the posts. This is where you can do informal chat. It can be something involving emojis and GIFs and stickers. And you can also refer to very specific documents. And I'll show you that in a moment. Under the files, this is what you're most familiar with because this is very similar to both SharePoint and OneDrive. It is your file system. Now, when you go into something and you're looking at all of the different files, you can actually comment and talk on the files. So let's see if I can find something in here. When you open it up, it'll open in the application. There's the comments, which you recognize typically from Word. As you can see, the whole Word application is inside Teams. There's also conversation. This will appear back on the posts section, and you create a conversation here about this document. And it can be something like, why is this document here? Or I noticed there's an error with this document. And what that will do is it'll appear in the posts so you can then talk about it. So for example, I asked someone to update this list, and they can respond and say, it doesn't need to be updated, or I already did it, or they can give me a GIF. There's also a staff notebook. This is something called the OneNote application. This has not been updated yet, so it's got some default pages, but we copied over the Perkins tab from a Perkins notebook on a different section. And what we wanted to show you is that this is where your program of study application can be found. It has embedded information as well as links to relevant information to grant Cosmetology Barbering the Perkins Program of Study status. So there's a lot of good stuff that is here underneath your team. Now the way that you can access this through the app is by going to your tray, and if you don't find it here immediately, your startup menu, you can look under M for Microsoft Teams. Click on that, and it's going to open up here. You want to click on Teams in the far left. So you're going to go to the far left, and as you can see, it's the same layout. You know you're in Teams because it's highlighted down here. This is the Teams application. If you right-click, you can also change your tasks. No, that's my different roles. If you hover, you should be able to change. There it is. I can say I'm available. Same layout, same information. Thank you so much.